Hi, I'm back. So I'm going to cover a few things about the TM7. I'll just correct something I said in the last video. Your blade doesn't need replacing every year. It's generally about every three to 5 years, depending on your use of your Thermomix each day, or ever how often you're using it. So yes, so the warranty offer is great to give you another blade within 5 years because that would be saving you $125. And the other thing here is the beautiful new designed thermoserver with this lovely strap around it that holds it all together when you're transporting food in the car or wherever. So it's lovely. Its capacity, I think, is 2.7 litres, yes. And it will keep food hot for or cold for 3 hours, not two. So, yes, by hosting at the moment, you and two guests, regardless of the outcome, you can get one of these free. And yeah, who wouldn't want one of these? I've got two and I love them. I use them all the time. All right, put that aside, and I have given myself 10 minutes. I'm just going to tell you, things that stand out for me that I love about the seven. Um, if you do decide to trade up, trade in, or purchase a TM7, I will spend up to an hour and a half with you going through thoroughly everything around your TM7. So you're ready. Most people actually start to use it before I have this session with them, and that's fine. Uh, but I will cover it. Make sure you know everything because when you've invested in a Thermomix, you want to be able to use it well. Anyway, let's talk about this very quickly. In the email I'm sending out, I'm going to include some comparisons depending on what Thermomix model you have right now. I might put all three, the TM31, TM5, TM6 compared with the 7. But I'll just run through a few things, but not too many, because I could be here for a long time with you and you don't want that, and I don't either, because I don't want to waste your time or spend too much time. Okay, one thing, the glider board is within the machine. It's underneath it. So you don't need a glider board for your TM7 because underneath you've got 3 feet, 1, 2, 3, but the little white one here is the glider pad. So that's very handy. There's two grips here so that you lift it either side of the 10-inch screen. And there's a lovely speaker here that's where the sounds come from. Okay, so you don't push your Thermomix around, you lift it like that. The bowl, I'm sure you know about this, but it has a outer protective layer. So the bowl is within this outside outer shell. And the purpose of that is to keep the Thermomix quiet and also it's not hot at all. So you can take your Thermomix off the base by using two hands at any time because it's not hot. But the quietness of it is amazing. It's really outstanding. You can't hear it. Sometimes you have to, oh, did I actually activate the cook? It will still make noise when you're doing, crushing ice and milling chickpeas, but nowhere near as loud as previous models. Um, the spatula is very different. It's great. You can get right around the bowl with this nice long spatula. You don't need the skirt on it anymore because the lid is protected. It's safe. It's got that little piece in there, which is great. You don't need to go in anymore and stir things. All the recipes have been adjusted. So this is fantastic. The lid isn't a measure cup, it's a lid cap. You just push it on, make one turn, and yeah, we don't often use it as a measure cup, I don't think. But anyway, this is great. All of these changes are safer, making the Thermomix safe in a lot of different ways. I just adore the large screen. It's a 10-inch LCD multi-touch multi-touch, meaning that, for example, if I open this recipe here, it's called chicken caprese pasta. Open up the recipe. Not all recipes have pictures, but this one does. A lot of them do, and they often have a video uh, just within that first phase of the recipe before you've even opened it, that gives you a bit of a look at what this recipe is going to look like when it's done. Now, when you go inside a recipe, you can go down a little bit further before you start actually, and you can choose portions, 4 or 6. How many do you want to make this for? And there's great steps within the recipe. A lot of them will give you a whole list of things to put in. And so you're not going next, next, next. You just add all of them and it weighs. The precision of weighing on this machine is astounding. It's amazing. Okay, so what else? What comes with the machine? It comes with a new designed butterfly whisk. It's got an extra prong on either side. Whenever they change the butterfly whisk, it's to improve it. And this is great for whipping and, creaming and making meringue and making all sorts of things, mashed potato, whatever it might be. The simmer basket has a little spot there. It's like a lip where you can open it. Still got the hook that you can hook it. It's a slightly different angle, but you get used to the angle being a little bit different. Something that is amazing is this, the Varoma. The Varoma. It's 45% bigger and it's a different shape. It's rectangle. It's a much more sensible shape. And so apparently, well, last week I was lucky enough in March to be the branch champion. It's nice because I got to go and have 2 nights in the city. I got to go and to the opening of Thermomix in Melbourne. That's our head office now. I also got, the best part was going into the test kitchen. So they did a survey. Some people were surveyed about this, and about what they would like more help with the Thermomix. And the highest votes for what they would like more help with is the Varoma. And I know that from experience. I used to run Varoma classes, and I knew a lot of people weren't using the Varoma. So it's so exciting that they've, giving it a new profile. It's much bigger. They're making equipment for it. I've always known this was going to happen. One of the things I love is this. It's called a nester. Sits in there and you can poach your eggs. There's all sorts of recipes. Whenever they bring something, a new equipment to go with any part of the Thermomix, they will develop recipes to use this equipment. And you can also bake in this as well, but this is so useful. I love it. And there's something else coming. We got to see it. We got to watch them produce recipes and cooking in the Varoma using this new equipment that's coming. And I think that you're going to absolutely love it. I'll give you a couple hints. Stainless steel, ceramic. That's all I can say. I can't tell you anything else, but it's all about steaming because steaming is such a healthy way to cook. And having the size of the Varoma, some extras that go inside it to make the whole Varoma experience better is just great. I'm really, really happy about it because it has caused people stress in the past and it doesn't need to. Varoma aside, what else can I tell you very quickly? The modes. Look, when you get a TM7, I go through it, as I said, in great detail. There's 5 areas down the side here where you can go elsewhere. One of them is a little blade, and if I open that blade, it opens up all the cooking modes. There's more than 20, and there's more development of the modes to come. Each of these modes for example, I'll go to warm up mode. Every single mode, it gives you show tips up here, show tips. When you open the tips, you get the prep tips and the tips. How do I use this mode? How do I warm things up? Explained how to set it up. You know, the setting up steps and the tips on why you would use warm up mode. So all of these modes have great instruction. Then there are all these beautiful food groups. There's chocolate and nuts, fish and seafood. I just chose the fish and seafood. Close it down. Fruit and vegetables. So all of these take you to a manual action. So it might be, let's go into cheese. All right, it's going to grate the cheese for us. So it says, what kind of cheese is it? Is it hard? Is it Parmesan? Is it medium? What we'll just say cheese medium. What does it weigh? 70 to 150. Then we press the tick or choose the tick and it's ready to go. It's ready to grate that sort of cheese, that weight, and get the perfect result. So I can't tell you how great all of these are. You discover them over time, but it takes all the guesswork out. There's no guesswork anymore. Also in the modes up here, just quickly, we have manual mode. We've not had that before as a mode. It's fantastic for looking at cookbooks or looking at your iPad and cooking something that you want to make in your Thermomix, but it's not a cookie dough recipe. We have steaming mode. We've not had that before. Browning mode. We can actually use intense or gentle browning. And again, like I said before, you open the mode, you go up to tips, and it will give you the prep tips and the tips. Why would you use gentle? Why would you use intense? It gives you pictures, the graphics, everything on this screen is just awesome. It's amazing. I love it. I can't, never thought I could enjoy such a big screen that directs my cooking. The other, something else I was just because um, you're on a growth journey with this machine, and there's things that I'm still to understand about behind the scenes. Um, so, you know, the reluctance motor, for example, this is called a synchronous motor. So a synchronous motor is very different and it's worth reading about what that is. If you like the detail, which I don't normally, but when it comes to a Thermomix, yes, I do. So it's a maintenance-free, silent, synchronous motor. Now, if you ask ChatGPT to describe what that is, the knowledge behind that one statement and the reality is very exciting. I won't go right into it now. The cookie do instructional videos, remote monitoring. I can sit down on the lounge and stop my Thermomix from sitting down. I don't even have to get up. I can also look at a recipe and say, send it to my Thermomix screen right now. So there it is. It's on my screen, ready to go. There's so many things. You can be overseas. We were over visiting our family in the Netherlands, and I noticed Josh, our son, was here. I noticed the Buddha bowl. He's cooking Buddha bowl, 6:30 in the morning. So I rang him. I said, Josh, what are you doing? He said, Mum, it's 8:30 at night. But it still came up on my phone remotely across the other side of the world. Like, wow, it's just incredible. Um, Locked lid during cooking, but cooking up to 100 degrees, you can stop the blade can stop, and you can be just simmering something and tasting, thinking, oh, a bit more of this, a bit more of that. That's exciting. Open lid cooking. We have never had that. So the Thermomix 7 brings a whole lot of new excitement. It's just amazing. And also, you know, we have a cutter. It's called the Cutter Plus, and there's grating, slicing, spiralizing mode. So the Cutter Plus is also available in our host rewards at the moment for $50. if you host rather than 295. So there's a big push for people to learn more by hosting, experience more of their Thermomix, uh, introduce people to discover it, and there's benefits for you. I know we haven't got long for this promotion, just till the 28th, but if you want to, I can help you. Call me. I may not be able to be there at your house, but we can do something online to enable you to get some of these great host rewards and also to share the Thermomix with others. If you don't have time to host and you have someone that might like to trade up, that might like to see the Thermomix, if they go ahead and you've referred them, you get a $100 Mix Shop voucher, which is amazing. There's so much coming at people at the moment around Thermomix, good things. Okay, I think that's enough. I can't spend too much time on this because I know everyone's time poor. So all I can say to you around this is consider it. These are the best offers we've had in a long time. It's a wonderful machine. It's got so many great things around this screen that you can discover, and I will help you with. I'll teach you to get you started well. Please call me if you have any questions. I'm sorry that was a quick overview, but there's a lot of exciting things to discover in the TM7. It's like nothing before. One last thing that I was just reading. It has, I'm trying to think what it was called. Hang on a minute, because it was really quite exciting. Okay, digital twin. Have you ever looked up digital twin? So it's over 20 functions, including access to open cooking mode, browning mode, and the digital twin. So if you just look up Thermomix and the digital twin, you will discover what is built into this brainy, clever machine. I didn't know what that meant, so I thought I'd better find out. But it's all going on inside the machine. It's not obvious, but it's the smartness of this machine on the inside. No previous model has had digital twin, and it's enabling this machine to be improved, to have extra functions. Things will be delivered for this Thermomix 7 over time. So why not be part of the latest technology? You can, and if you're interested, I'd really like to support you. Anyway, that's enough for now, and I hope to hear from you and discuss more if you're keen to ask any questions. I'm very happy to chat. Anyway, hope you're going well, and thanks for watching. Bye.